As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Baylor Bears offense will go to work first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Snagged out of the air. The Bears will move the sticks.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
White wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now from inside the red zone. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Minnesota's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Turns it on at midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's in open space downfield. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then
looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
White going to attack through the air. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. White wants to throw it. He's got him. Tackled there by the defense.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Fires to the big fella. Brings him to the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He wants to change this route. White going to attack through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Bears with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window,
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quickly complete. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Moving away from pressure. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Finds a man all alone. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Lanier. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Wants to adjust the pattern. White wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 10. Touchdown Bears! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis.
And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's go! Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, get some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. White going to attack through the air. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Looking to throw on first down. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't come. They cough it up near their own goal line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust.
It's a seam wide up, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor!
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. Knocked down for the tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback may change this route. White wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bid up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
He'll throw on third down. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Bears!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hard running there. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Minnesota! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll toss it to the left. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Might be changing the route. White going to attack through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Moves away as he feels pressure. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Run in the red zone. It's Turner. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Golden Gophers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Play number 9 on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He might want another play. White wants to throw it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. From the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns in 21 minutes.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a...
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Turner. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This is a designed run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. White going to attack through the air. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Baylor!
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glenn.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel
there he goes. Slippery slide zone. Touchdown, Bears! They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
Minnesota, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down. It's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw. So not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising.
There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
56, Minnesota, 35.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.